Jampala ji, I hope the quorum is complete. We can start.
हेलो।
हाँ जम्पाला साहब, we can start.
हाँ हाँ सर, कितने मतलब मैंने देखा नहीं, कितने मतलब हो गया ना फोरम?
सर quorum तो ज्यादा ही रहता है, कोई दिक्कत ही नहीं है। मैं
चलो
हूँ,
ठीक।
गौरव लोढ़ा जी हैं, आप हो,
हाँ
पीके जैन सर हैं, प्रियंका मैडम है और
ठीक है,
सुभाष हांडा तो ही है।
ठीक है, ठीक है।
राइट, चलिए साहब स्टार्ट कीजिए प्लीज। So, at this outset, I would like to formally welcome all the members of the DRC and SDC for this second presentation of Mr. Subhash Handa. Inputs were given in the last presentation held some time back during the, I think this month itself or last month. What was the date, Subhash ji?
25th June, sir.
Yeah, 25th of June. And this is the second presentation, and finally one more presentation will happen. It is already scheduled in the month of August, so that his proposal will be finalized, and then afterwards we will start working on it. So I welcome you all. So Subhash ji, without wasting time, I would like you to just share your presentation and start the presentation itself.
Sure, sir. Good afternoon, respected members. So, I'll quickly share the minutes of the meeting which were done for the first SDC. So, accordingly, some valuable feedback were given. So, Mathur sir had given a feedback to replace academicians as one word instead of academicians, professors, and teachers. So, that has already been incorporated. And HOD Dr. Suhasini ma'am had given a lot of inputs regarding which all gaps are there which need to be identified to take this study further. So since then I have done even more literature review. So I'll share some insights on what gaps have I identified till now in my research. Uh, Further, Jampala sir had given two very valuable feedback. One was related to reviewing more literature from IEEE Engineering Education section. So I've got an excess of few of the reading resources from there, and I'm trying for more. And he also mentioned a lot about AICT and their recent reforms like VBox, employability enhancement test and analysis. So I've already started working on that part as well, and it will be an important part of my questionnaire, which will be designed later. Uh, Dr. E.T. ma'am, she had suggested some paraphrasing of the objectives of the research. So I've worked on some of them, and further with the help of Pava sir, will finally tweak them. So there is no need of change that was suggested by her. It was only the paraphrasing. Further, E.T. ma'am also suggested on some situational based questions that need to be designed especially for the students. So along the way, when I design my questionnaire, so I'll take valuable inputs from all of you. And another valuable feedback that was given to us was by Krishna Chaitanya Jhaji. He's one of the research scholars and AGM of IFCL. So he mentioned very valuable points like a lot of focus in your research should be given on the skill specific jobs for engineering students. So the point was well taken and acknowledged. So I've already
Handa ji, a bit louder, please.
so I've already had a lot of discussions with Pava sir on this point, and will emerge out a better output on this specific point. Lastly, Mr. Jha also pointed out that the questionnaire related to employability should also coexist with the skill development. So I've again taken this point, and when I'm designing this questionnaire, so I'll keep this in mind and consult Dr. Pava more on this. So this was the minutes of meeting that were incorporated after my first presentation. So though I have opened my first presentation, but if Dr. Pava advises, I can clearly run through that again, or I have another presentation in which I have important points on literature review. So what do you suggest, sir? Should I run through the previous presentation, or I have a separate slide on literature review? Should I straight away go to that?
Join karo, join karo.
Oh,
No,
sir.
Subhash ji, please, you might have prepared some presentation on the basis of the inputs given. Just share that presentation, that will be okay.
Yeah, so essentially a literature review has been given, so I'll quickly start with that. So this is the proposed topic that I, along with my guide, we are focusing on.
Yes,
This
join
is
karo.
analysis. This is analysis of employability skills of engineering graduates, and our study will focus on private universities in India. Because private universities is where employability is a major challenge. In centrally funded universities like IITs, NITs, or other institutions of national importance, job and employability is not an issue. So the reason why we've chosen this is so that we can give some meaningful results. So that can act as some kind of further inputs for increasing employability in those colleges. So I've done, I will not say a lot of literature review, but I have done a considerable literature review, and I have identified some important gaps, or if I may put it this way, a lot of areas where we can work furthermore in order to make this a very well crafted research. So the first important part after doing literature review that I have realized is that uh, a greater insight has to be put on actual employability skills. So what I essentially mean over here is that uh, a lot of research papers they have spoken about lot of skills. So some of those skills may not be relevant for a particular course or a stream. For example, in case of engineering students, a lot of focus should be given on quantitative ability, logical ability, verbal skills, and analytical skills. So, in many of those studies, the emphasis on analytical skills is missing. So, that is one such example. So, that is where I realized that a greater insight has to be put on the actual employability skill that is required for that particular set of the students or that particular set of program or the course. The next point which I've identified is that a lot of studies have not considered curriculum, which is a very important parameter through which teacher delivers a lot to the students. So they have not considered curriculum while their analysis, which says that it should affect employability. So I will take this point very, very closely, and we will see what primary research can be done in terms of including curriculum as one of the benchmark deciding factor in terms of reducing a skill gap between academicians and the students. The next point is competency mapping of skills of the students with the desired job role, which is expected by the industry, has not been addressed properly. So, what I mean over here is a lot of generic analysis and conclusions have been made. So, but the point is, a student A may not have the similar skills as compared to a student B. So whatever skills a student A possess, so that have to be properly addressed with the particular job role. A particular student A may not be fit for a particular job role, but sometimes what happens due to the due to the peer pressure, a student has to keep on trying in those n number of opportunities. So that again is one of the important reasons why uh, the employment rate for graduates is just about 20%. So this is one of the most important areas which I will try to address properly in my research, because I eventually feel that this will increase the employment rate of the engineering graduates. Another gap which I have identified is that in a lot of studies, students have not been selected from all the geographical zones. So the studies have been limited, or they have been biased to particular geographical zones. For example, in some of these studies, the the data collection has only been done from tier 1 cities, so with no proper emphasis on tier 2 and tier 2 cities, tier 3 cities. So what happens because of that is, in tier 1 schools, in tier 1 cities, you would have schools who teach proper English with a lot of focus on practical aspects. But the same may not be the case in tier 2 and tier 3 cities. So that is where, when the results are calculated, the biasness is there. We may not have arrived at the proper resolution of how to manage the skill gaps properly. So that is again, I feel, is a gap. So again, a lot of studies have ignored some important traits, competencies, and abilities of engineering graduates while analyzing the employability. So what happens if we don't take into consideration the competencies and abilities that a particular student possesses, we may not, we may never be able to find a desired job which matches his or her passion and ability. So a lot of studies have not put emphasis on this. So that is another area which I'll try to cover. So further, there are studies in which skill expectation of immediate boss has been considered. So while doing this, what happens is that if we only consider the skill expectation of immediate boss and not of the other top bosses in the hierarchy, so we may not ever get a far-sighted view of employability skills, because employability skills is something which is not for short term. It is for a lifelong thing. So if you don't get the learning initially about what all is required in your life to grow, because the first 4 or 5 years of job or employment are very, very important. So if we don't get a proper input uh, for going into that job, so we may miss the important ingredient. So that will be absent. If they are absent for first 5 years, the whole concept of lifelong learning as a better employee will be lost. So that again, I feel we should be focusing more on all the top bosses in the hierarchy. So I'll again try and include this aspect as well. Further, in the literature that I have reviewed till now, organizations have not addressed fully that how do we resolve the skill gap between the industry and academia. Though in few instances they have mentioned significant points, but they have further not elaborated that how do we achieve those skill gaps, because once the feedback that industry gives to the academia, if that is implemented properly, so that will directly benefit the students. So once it benefits the student, so it will eventually raise their skill development, and also it will boost their chances of employability. Further, in my literature review, that I've, I've, I've also realized that there is very less evidence on the skills that have been imparted by academicians to the engineering students in the colleges. Because unless we don't identify what actual skills have been imparted by teachers to the students, we may not be able to realize the proper results, because it is a chain. Employability skill is a chain which is, it starts from, it goes to the academicians, goes to the students, and again from the students it goes back to the industry. So when I say industry, so I essentially mean the recruiting industry organization. So that is where I feel that the evidence has to be, but I'll further keep on reviewing more in order to support. Lastly, a lot of studies again do not take into the consideration the skill sets that students already possess. Because if we don't take into the consideration the skill sets that are already possessed by the students, we may not be able to achieve the benchmark that is required by the industry. So, because in order to see what industry realizes, we must also know that what students possess and what students lack. So, the review that I have done, a lot of studies, they do not actually focus on the skill sets that are already possessed by the students. They instead focus on the skill sets that a student is expected to possess. So there is a lot of difference in the expectation and in the reality that the skill sets which students they already possess. So that is where I also feel that I will need to work more. So I'm still reviewing more literature. So by the time I present my research proposal on 13th August, so I'll be in a much better picture to give you more results. So, Bhava sir, this is the uh, area or the areas where I feel that I need to work a lot more during my research studies.
Yeah, any
That
inputs from anyone else? Because you have, Subhashji, you have one more presentation to be made in the month of August, then only your this thing will be freeze. I think this is too much. Rather, the Directorate of Research should think if the presentation is done in 1 or 2 attempts, then it's good enough to just take it up without wasting the time of all the SDC and DRC members. Anyways, so it's their call. But from my side, I think all the things incorporated, you have done a good work too.
Thank
And
you.
Monty sir, anything from your side, sir? Monty sir. Gaurav Lodha ji. Gaurav Lodha sir. Iti madam.
Sir, things are incorporated already, so as of now, no change.
Thank you.
Okay. Fine. Jampala sir, you also gave some inputs last time, so please elaborate if we are on the correct track.
No, it's fine, sir. I think so. In the proposal, when then we will get back to that thing that because IEEE has still, because yesterday I'm reading one of the document, still they have incorporated some more enhancement aspects. So I suggest Subhash Handa sir to go for this enhancement because they are improving every time very fast.
Definitely, sir. Definitely. Thank you. I'll go through that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Taylor sahab.
Sir, apologies for delay joining, but whatever statement delivered by Subhashji is appropriate. So I think there is no more suggestions for that.
Sir, no apologies at all. Your joining was well on time, sir. Nothing like that. And we are fortunate to have you in this SDC and taking your inputs for the betterment. Soumya, sir.
Yes, sir. So fine. Actually, I joined little bit late. So by that time, he covered around 40-50% presentation. So
Okay.
and rest, he has incorporated all the changes suggested by the expert.
Fine. TK Jain, sir.
Thank
Your expert advice, please, sir. Jain sir, TK Jain, sir. Priyanka ji. Priyanka madam.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, any inputs from you?
Yeah. So, not as such. Just fine from my end.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any
Thank you.
concluding remarks from you?
I want to wish all the best to him. All the
Great.
Thank you so
best.
much.
Great.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Bhargavi.
No, sir.
Yes. Anything you want to add
No.
or any comment from your side?
No, sir. Thank you.
Oh, we have Anmol Mehta also. So Anmol, are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Oh wow. Any input from your side?
No, sir. Great presentation, sir.
Thank you, Anmol.
So we are looking forward for such a great presentation from your end too. Though I am not your SDC member, but still can be there.
Yes, sir.
Finally, Jha Sahab. Jha sir, Jha sir.
So yeah, I also was busy in call with office. I also joined in between. But I have seen that table, the 2 points which I already suggested Mr. Anda that day. That has already been, he's incorporating those. That is actually making importance to his research.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great. And now we have our Pitama, Andy Mathur sir. Sir, any inputs from your side, sir? Andy Mathur sir. He might be busy somewhere else, anyways. So let us. There are no inputs. I don't know whether this third presentation will be needed or your things are totally freeze for it. But still, let us repeat this presentation once again so that if there are any other inputs, we can just have that. I don't think there will be any need of any. Okay, you can just prepare whatever are the inputs that you have taken today also, just like you have prepared it before. So because you were the first to present all the this in this new format and you have prepared the minutes of the meeting also, please forward those minutes of the meeting to the other scholars, those who are doing the research under my guidance, because this is, I don't know whether others will like to have it or not, but I would like to have it with all my scholars, that who has given what type of input, and that input must be incorporated in the next presentation whenever it is done. So as such, I have recorded all. वन मोर थिंग, झा साहब आपकी रिकॉर्डिंग मिल गई है, अभी मैं आपको उसका लिंक शेयर कर रहा हूं. So I have recorded this also, so I'm just signing off with the recording first, and then we'll be sharing the recording with you. You know what is to be done is that you have to prepare the minutes of the meeting. By end of the day, it should be circulated to all the members, and I think this can be done before you leave the campus also. Upon you how you do it, and let us look forward for the further presentation by you in the next date in the month of August. Thank you, and thank you all for joining this and making this a fruitful one. And I heartily thanks everyone, including Mohanty sir, Gaurav Loda sir, Iti madam, Mahesh Jampala ji, RK Taylor sir, who has joined on the special request, Soumya sir, TK Jain sir, Priyanka madam, who has always been, we were actually missing you in our other presentations for the concluding remarks and the best wishes to them. So please be present in the next presentation also, because you are needed at that time also, because Monu Bhargav is going to present only 10 minutes presentation will be there. So I request all of you to join that presentation also, and give your inputs if it is needed. So thank you all, and thanks. So I'm signing off.